Well, hey there, guys. How's it going? John Ferris here. You ready? Story time. Okay, so first of all, we have this amulet, and this is actually a grizzly bear claw and a faceted amethyst. And I usually don't get into making amulets with animal parts or anything like that, but I really have a strong resonance with the medicine of the grizzly bear. And I have a little story from that, which actually happened when I was working at these fishing lodges in Alaska, these high-end remote fishing lodges. And this time I was at Lake Clark, Alaska's Wilderness Lodge. I was the executive chef there. And I worked like 7 days a week for 4.5 months straight there. So it was like, whoa, so much work. But I was able to carve out some time in the afternoons to get out on the lake, borrow one of the flatbed boats, and it was a 30-mile lake, this place, Lake Clark, and 2 miles wide and 30 miles long, so it was really a pretty big, expansive lake, right? So I would carve out some time in the afternoons, get all prepped up for dinner, and then take a break, take the boat out, and go hiking or just get away from the lodge for a little bit, just go for a long boat ride. But this day I went out for a hike, and I went way far out from the lodge and went for my hike, and then I saw that this storm was brewing, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get back to the boat, and got back to the boat, and the waves were pushing, the wind and the waves were pushing the boat so hard onto the shore that and it was very rocky, and I couldn't, with all my strength, I could not get this boat to launch away deep enough so I could start the motor and get away from there. And I was super stressed out because no one knew where I was at this point in time. And I had to get back and cook dinner for everybody, right? So I was like, oh my God, it was pushing with all my might, and I could not get this boat to release from the shore. And at that point I looked down and I saw this white thing by my foot, and I was like, oh my God, okay, just gonna throw this in the boat. And I felt this super surge of energy, and I said some strong language to God above at that point, and I had this big surge of energy, right? So I pushed the boat and got the boat off the rocks and deep enough to start the motor and get back to the lodge at that point. And you can imagine my relief of being able to do that, with no one around and whatnot. And on the way back, I looked at what I had thrown in the boat. It was just this white thing, and it turned out to be this bottom portion of a grizzly bear jaw that was completely bleached out. All the teeth were intact, and it was just bleached out by the sun and just laying there right at my feet right there. So I really feel like that had something to do with me being able to launch that boat that day. And so that is why the bear medicine is strong for me. So there is my story about that, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and love you so much.